Hey Clashers, it's Clan War League time again, and we're facing off against a really popular clan. They're no stranger to the competitive scene, to Clash Worlds and everything, so this is not going to be an easy match at all. We can see a lot of the Jesus accounts in here, which are typically in the top 10 of Legend League, so it's going to be rough, but I'm going to try my best to give you still some fun attacks, and well, at the same time though, we have to use a little bit more normal attacks, okay? So Queen Charge Hybrid was the first idea on this base, where I'm going to Queen Charge into this top side. It's going to take some time because of all of those storages, but then we can use my King on this far right side, push in here, and then the pathing through the core for the Hybrid should be pretty good. This is the overall idea, this is the overall approach, which I would like to go for, so let's try it out and see if my first attack can work or if it's just going to be a 2-star. But before we're diving into the attack, a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video. Guys is a free-to-play multiplayer party game where you have to face off versus 31 other players to compete in 3 different stages to win the victory crown. Performing better means that you can unlock more skins and customize your character. Out of all of those new skins which you can unlock, I think my favorite has to be the smoke skin. And the perfect fit for that? That's right, the smoke footsteps are fitting perfect to really give this character an identity. Your character is ready, now you can invite your friends with the new feature coming the February update into a party right away. You can see as well when they're online to get into the action. Action is the right keyword because there's actually 2 new maps in Guys. The first one is the Rush Hour map where you have to jump from truck to truck to get to the finish line. But the NFL map is here as well because Guys is partnered with the NFL, and you have a really hard course to somehow dodge all of the different balls and get to the finish line as well. So what are you waiting for? Use the link down below in the description to download Guys right now. Get yourself into the action to claim a victory crown and claim yourself the title of being a Guys champion. Because this is the idea behind this, that this is a super safe 2-star option. This match, I feel like their bases are looking really annoying. So with that being said, I feel like if we're pretty much just going for not the riskiest plan, I think we're pretty good to go. But let's see. So Queen Charge in here. We're going to funnel over here to make sure that my Queen is going to the top side. The top side is open, which should give us, let's the sound like that, which should give us a nice pathing. Let's see if everything is going to work. Another loon just to be safe. There is no black mine hidden somewhere, and now the Queen should go to the top side, please. Perfect, she's actually going there. Now I'm kind of scared about that loon. If that loon is going to activate the town hall, I might have a problem, but the Queen is going in there, so that's good news for us. Rage it to make sure we're speeding things up and we're getting that Queen into the right direction. Now a sneaky goblin here for later stages already for the funneling. We can use a wall break right here. That's good. Now we have to be careful. Keep going to that left side. So far everything looks really promising. We can rage up again. Now king that. Baby dragon here for funneling. And then let's have my Queen. You have to stay alive. Okay. Let's freeze that. Hog Riders. Okay, so far so good, I believe. King is looking good. Going to this bottom side. Let's use one headhunter right here. Queen raged up. Poison right here. Triple Ice Golem was kind of to be expected at the same time, though I was hoping for a different clan castle, to be honest. But let's just see. Come on, Warden and follow a little bit better. Now the Warden ability, I think that was the perfect timing right there. So far so good. Let's see when we have to use the next tier spell. In the core, so far we're looking fine. We can use the Queen ability in just a second. Right now, looking good. Now we're going further to the bottom side. We can use the next tier spell over here. Now let's see if we can power through. We have taken down one of the bomb towers already. Let's use the freeze right here. We can use the next wall break. That wall break is not going where it was supposed to go. We have one headhunter for the back end. He just have transport to the side. Maybe the headhunter now to the back end. Not really sure if we can make this work, to be honest. We have no Queen ability left. We have no wall break left, and this multi-inferno tower is going to stay up. I feel like this is going to be an incredible high percentage, but it's not going to be a 3-star. The hybrid, I was really hoping for a different clan castle. Let's be honest, but I feel like those triple Ice Golem clan castles, they're just the most common classic approach, and At the same time, they're just so annoying. But yeah, it's going to be a decent percentage, around about 90%. So let's hope for the next attacks to be a little bit better. But at the same time, we said we're going in more for the safer options on this one. I just don't want to risk it. 1 star in those matches, that would be kind of embarrassing. So yeah, 88% on this one. Could have been better, could have been worse, but let's take a look at the next attack. But maybe we have to take the risky approach, so let's just try and do that, because I feel like this next approach might be looking kind of obvious. So I'm looking forward to if they've baited it or not. So my idea is to actually one walk at this bottom side to get this entire side out of the way. Zap behind the town hall, so pretty much classic Zap Titan approach. We're going to use the Flame Flinger for this bottom side. We have to really be careful about triggering traps around this bottom side. This is going to be crucial. And as this is going to be taken care of, we can then start our smash in from this left side. I will jump in this core to really make sure that we're going to cover as much as possible. It's going to be most likely again Triple Ice Golem, which is going to be really annoying. But let's just try it out, see how it works, and again, hope for the best. So we're in again, and we have to really make sure that this is not going to backfire with the bait or something. So let's start with our Warden down here. Coco Loon. No red mine farm, this is appreciated. Okay, so no red mine farm just yet. Now 1, 2, 3 loons over here. We're going to use a Hog Rider right here. Okay, there is a lot of test already, which means there could be some more traps. Let's play. Okay, there's... Can we somehow possibly trigger... Okay, sadly we can't really. Now the question is, should we use an Ice Golem maybe here to really make sure that we're going to take down everything important? I'm not really sure with like possibly having traps over here. Maybe... No. I just have to take the risk. I have to take the risk. So let's just place the Flinger over here, then the Ice Golem, and now then the Queen. Titans in, King in, Witches on the outside. So far, everything looking good. Let's play the first wall break. I just have to hope that this is going to work with the... Oh no, that wall break is not going to... Okay, that wall break is better. That the tunnel is going to go down. Otherwise, we have a really big problem. So, healers now have to switch off at some point. Let's rage them up to make sure that's going to work. Freeze that. Use the jump here. King ability. We're going to use the Warden ability in just a little bit. I think now is a good timing. And now we have to be careful. Okay, is the Flinger going for the town? Otherwise, we have to save our... Okay. Town Hall is locked on. That's really good news for us. Let's raise it up again. Town Hall is locked on. That should go down. So we can use the Royal Gem on the outside. Tank for our Witches. Now the question is, do we have enough power? We have a lot of Titans in the core. That's really good news for us. Question now though is, can they survive long enough? This Town Hall should go down eventually. Let's play a cleanup wizard at the top side. The troops are closing in. We have Headhunter. The question, Headhunter for the Royal Champ or for the King? For the King. Let's use it for the King. Let's save it for the back end. We're looking good. We're looking really good actually. I was so expecting this to be baited. This was looking way too obvious. This is one of the most obvious plans I have ever played. And this versus a pro team is not always the smartest thing. So maybe they just didn't expect such an obvious entry. I'm not sure, but either way, that was a beautiful attack. No time fell even close. This is the #1 ground strategy right now for Town Hall 15, and I think this was showcased perfectly in this attack. So we're 1 out of 2. This is already pretty good. So now, let's do our third attack. Okay, so with that last attack, being risky with the approach, with the possible bait, let's just try out another somewhat risky attack, okay? So on this base, I'm always looking for enjoyable queen charges, okay? Which means safe queen charges. And I feel like a really safe queen charge to me looks like this. The reason why I think it's really safe is because there is no second layer damage on my queen. Like, I don't have to worry about anything. This air defense is that far on the outside that is good versus Lalo, that's good versus Blimps and everything, but it's really bad versus queen charges around the top side. So my idea is do that queen charge because there is no second layer threat, then have my king and siege barriers go around this bottom side, funnel this bottom side, and then you can see it, we're going to create a path. Like this is going to be what is taken down. This is going to be what is taken down. We can see a really clear pattern, really clear pathing towards that town hall. So we're going to play Queen Charge Hybrid again. There's going to be a lot of damage. There's going to be double poison tower and everything on the hybrid. But I think it's going to work with enough power. And I feel like the power is needed on the outside with the king and the siege barracks. If the Queen Charge is going to work, she can really take down this entire side, including the clan castle. This is just perfect pathing then for my hybrid. So I think with that being said, let's see if we can make this Queen Charge work. And let's see if it's too risky, because the town hall needs to go down. Okay, please, town hall, go down. The triple ice golem clan castle would be fine. We're going to Queen Charge from this left side, because that's where the clan castle is leaning towards a little bit. So the clan castle is a bit off center, so that's where I'm going to go in from over here. Let's just start over here like that. We can actually play healers already. Good. Now one wizard at this bottom side to funnel. We're finding a Tesla farm early on, which is really good news for us in my opinion, because this means it's less likely that the king or something is going to struggle in later stages. Let's just use a miner and a wizard now to really clear out this building, to be safe. Now one test rune over here. We can use a Babe Dragon as well in combination, and then slowly make our way towards this left side. We have a couple of clan castle troops already coming out, which means clan castle lure should be really close. We have to rage up soon again with that defending queen. Then we can use a headhunter with the perfect timing. Okay, the timing wasn't perfect. Oh, actually it was perfect. Oh my goodness, the timing is literally super perfect. Okay, now rage up because of the rocket loons. I think overall this looks really, really good for us. This looks so incredibly good. So now let's start with the hybrid. I think at this point we can start with that hybrid. Let's start with that king siege barracks, and then we're going to go with the hybrid, like just like that. Hog riders in this. Okay. Oh, queen. Thank goodness she died. She did not die through her ability. That would have been true pain. That would have been a really, really big pain. So let's rage her up again. Headhunter for my king, like versus the defending king. Now we have to do a lot of multitasking. Try to somehow make sure my queen is getting through everything. Okay, so far it's pretty good looking, I think. We can use the warn ability now as we're engaging versus the town hall. This now we can use if we need to. Yeah, invisibility spell I think for sure is needed. So let's use the next heal spell right here as we're getting out of the town hall poison. The queen is locked onto the wall, which means it's not the best thing for us to happen. Let's use a loon over here. And we can use some wall. Okay, that was wall breaks. Did not do anything. So now, can we somehow push through? Raise that maybe? Scatter? Even though the Royal Champ is tanking for us, which is awesome. Time is ticking though. Take a look at this cleanup Frosty. Cleanup Frosty in action right there. What are you doing, buddy? Okay, we can place already some cleanup archers, and I think this should be a 3-star. I love it. Queen Charge Hybrid. Oh, I love this strategy so much. It is so strong on Town of 15 in those matches if you can plan out your Queen Charges. I feel like this Queen Charge was just perfect. The pathing created for the hybrid. There was literally no other way for the hybrid to just go straight into the Town Hall. This is exactly where this strategy shines. And I feel like especially the Town Hall 4 charges are not expected from a lot of players. So the first attack, it was decent percentage, okay? It was decent percentage overall, 88%, not the worst attack. Otherwise, 2 3-stars versus Empire Gaming. Super happy with that result. And, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of more like the try-hard attacks. I hope the next clan is using less box space. I feel like box space is right now the most annoying bases to plan on, or at least to be creative. So, well, let's see what the next clan has in store. There's 2 more days to come, which obviously are going to be uploaded on the channel. If you want to check out the day number 4 match, feel free to check out my German YouTube channel. There are the live attacks uploaded today as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next Clash video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.